Hello guys, welcome to the video. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to properly master your beats in FL Studio. So I'm going to share two methods at which you can use to achieve that. That being said, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's get into the video. Let's go. Now the trick is you want to make sure that your mix is as clean as possible, alright, so that your master would definitely be awesome. Make sure you're not clipping. Then by the time you get it to the mastering, of course, you're going to have an awesome master, alright. So now let's take a listen to what we are to master.
You are listening to Sammy Records.
As you can see, the short time, alright, that's minus. You can see where we're picking. Now guys, you can see that we are very clean. All right, now what we have in here is a good level for our mastering. So what we're going to do right now, there are a couple of ways you can master this. Now I'm going to share the first method to you guys so that we get it very fast. So I'm going to engage this guy, and here's what I'm going to use to master it. All right, from Wave plugin. Okay, so just set this to insert 2. All right, so that we are in this place. So by default, let me play it so that you can take a listen. So I'm just gonna, let me loop this section. So I'm going to loop this section, all right, so that we can work with that. Basically, here's what I'm gonna do, all right. So let's push the high. Let's push the body. Now, guys, this plugin is pretty easy and it's pretty straightforward. All right. So all you just have to do is just play with all of these buttons. All right. You want to play with the high and then, just play with the body and the lows and all that. You're going to have a nice stuff right there. It's very straightforward. All right. So there's nothing really much in this one. Okay. So let's just play with it. Let's play with the low as well.
Sammy Records.
And let's see what the magic does.
Sammy Records.
See that it's pretty straightforward, right? The stereo, I'm gonna put it to the middle. Yeah. Okay, yes, before. After. Now make sure that you are checking this guy so that you are not clipping. All right, it's very important as well. So guys, you want to make sure you are not clipping. All right.
Sammy Records.
Let's see what this magic does. Make sure you are checking this guy, all right, so that you're not clipping, and then make sure you're not too loud, all right? Just get it accurate. Let's push the body.
Sammy Records.
Let's take a listen to before and after. And here's after. All right, so we're at -12 love. Of course, you can see a drastic improvement on that. Okay, that's pretty one of the ways you can master your beats to sound professional. Of course, make sure that you adjust the knob to your preference. All right, make sure you're not clipping. Adjust the knob to your taste. That being said, Now I'm going to share another pretty method at which you can master your beats. So I'm going to mute this one. Then let's go with track 1. So I name it as master. So I'm going to send this one to 1 so that we can have it here. So yes, before we master it. All right, as you can see. So what I'm going to do right now is just to, engage all this one. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to enable all these effects that I loaded, and as you can see, it's -12, -11. So here's what I pretty have in here. The first one, we have Easy Mix, and trust me, I don't really do anything much in here. So what I did is just to go to any of the preset and pick this one. All right, and that's it. I just click on this one. We have a lot of presets here. Just pick any of these presets from the master and you have that sound. Pretty cool, right? So here is with Easy Mix only. As you can see, it's -13 loves. All right, so that's with Easy Mix only. All right, so what I did now is to even push it further. All right, I introduced Ozone 10. All right, so what I just did literally is just to go to the imager, and I create a split in here whereby everything from 0 to 100 hertz, I make sure that I dock it that is the low end, so that the bass can be at the center of the beat. All right, that's why I take it down a little bit. And of course, as you can see, from here to in here to about 3k hertz thereabouts, I just push it a little bit. You see that? That's the mid. I just take it a little bit, and of course a little bit of the highs. And of course, yeah, that's it. I leave the high alone, just push it a little bit so that I can give it more space. All right, and then what I did in here is to come to this one and pick modern. All right, and this one is like a limiter. All right, so make sure that it's ceiling. I set it to 0.2 dB. All right, so that we are not clipping. At the same time, I just increase, all right, the threshold to -2.5. So let's take a listen now. If I disable this one right now, if I enable this one, all right, so I can even still increase the threshold. All right, the more I increase it, the more loudness we get. All right, so let me just increase it. You can see that we are clipping now, so I'm just going to take it back. And in fact, let me just show you. Let's see the loudness, even though we are clipping. You see now we're at -8, which is pretty cool. -9, -8, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is just to position it to -8 as possible. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to reduce this a little bit. All right, so let's leave it like that, because I'm still going to add another thing. Awesome. So another thing I'm going to add now is to introduce what we call Pro L2, that's limiter. All right, and I'm just going to enable this one. I put it on the main master, right? So that we can now take a listen to this. Remember, I make sure that I am in modern, all right? But of course, let's make sure that we are on safe mode. It is very important. And make sure that we have this to oversampling to 8, all right? And there you go. Yep, we're good like that. Let's take a listen now. Without it, this is before, this is after. Let's increase it a little bit.
Sammy Records.
Do you understand? So now we have more headroom to push further our sound. All right. So let's take a listen. Now you can see that we can still push further the volume, the sound. All right. We are getting more loudness, and we are not really going beyond -8 and -9 loves. All right. Let me push it further so that we can clip and take it back. We are clipping. Let's just take it down back. This is without it. After.
Sammy Records. Sammy Records.
So guys, pretty that's how you can master your beats. Now let me just show you guys before and after. All right, let's take a listen now. Before. And here is after.
Sammy Records.
Now you can see that we are exactly at -8 loves. Let me play it again. See that? -8 loves. All right. Exactly. So that's it. All right. So that's the first, the second method that is shared. And here is the first method. Let me just mute this one. Let me mute this one. Let me enable this one and take this to insert 2. All right. So let's take a listen to the first mastering method.
Sammy Records.
All right. So pretty does everything. All right. So now you can either choose any of this method. Let me show you guys something inside this one. This second method, I want to show you guys something that you can see even go further to add to it. You can see hard for the low end, because I realized that the low end is not really punchy like that. So here's what you can pretty hard to it to make the low end solid. All right. So I'm going to reset all these to defaults. Yep. So I'm going to work with only the bass. All right. So I'm going to push this a little bit further. Now let's take a listen. Yes. Bypass.
Sammy Records.
Any of the method works pretty well, and that's how you can easily master your beats in FL Studio. Any of the method that you use works pretty well. There are a lot of ways you can master your beats in FL Studio. So, and I hope that you find value in this video. So consider subscribing and also give the page, most importantly, this video a thumbs up. Until the next one, stay creative. Peace out.